Hello everyone, Gramsy here, and welcome back to another THICC Thursday, the best source for your weekly VR news, just juicy facts and stories presented in an easily digestible way for your virtual reality needs. This week we have an update on the PSVR 2, we take a look at some wicked cool looking VR haptic feedback gloves, we go over some of the changes Meta has been implementing for their Quest 2 devices as of late, and at the end of my video there is something a bit personal I want to address to you all regarding not only myself, but the state of my channel and my place in VR. But for now, let's stay focused on the news. Let's dive in, shall we? GDC 2022 concluded last week, and wow, was it an absolute storm of information coming every single day, both on YouTube and Twitter, of all just the crazy stuff that was going on there in the VR space. There was some insanely cool stuff happening across the whole week, but one bit of particular noteworthiness was discussions surrounding the PSVR 2. Ever since its announcement and unveiling of its specifications, it has been nothing but rumors and hype surrounding the headset for a number of reasons. And honestly, it's easy to see why. Extremely next-gen specifications afforded at what I believe is going to be a somewhat reasonable price point, lots of next-gen ocular tech in some quiffy-looking OLED displays, and a super sleek and ergonomic-looking design. This combined with speculation about its compatibility with PC VR due to an early design patent supporting PC VR Play, it's really no surprise that people are as hyped about this headset, and I'll be honest, even I'm really excited to see what this is eventually going to look like. Apparently, according to some unconfirmed yet credible rumors, a select set of individuals at GDC got to playtest some working versions of the PSVR 2. But the really remarkable part about the PSVR 2 headset is learning some more details about its really incredible eye tracking system. Not only does it provide foveated rendering, but it does so intelligently, activating to specific areas focused on where your eyes are currently looking, meaning this will result in some serious remarkable performance upgrades we've never really seen on a consumer headset like this to date. According to Android Central, the Unity talk revealed that GPU frame times were 3.6 times faster when using a smart foveated rendering eye tracking solution on the PSVR 2, or just 2.5 times faster with the foveated rendering by itself. Additionally, supplemental dynamic lighting and shadowing helped increase CPU performance by 32%. If these numbers are accurate, it means that the PSVR 2 headset is shaping up to be one of the most impressive pieces of VR tech the XR space has seen to date, and will be capable of running games at insane FPS ratings with maxed out graphics. Speaking of GDC, definitely one of the coolest devices to come out of it, in my opinion, are these crazy looking power glove looking VR haptic feedback gloves by Manus. Aptly named the Quantum Metagloves, these enterprise-focused VR haptic feedback gloves use magnetic tracking to provide ultra-realistic and low-latency hand and finger tracking, which is something that magnetic tracking has struggled to do successfully in the past. However, it will be a while before we see anything like this in the consumer space. According to Manus, the price tag for a pair of these gloves is a whopping 9,000 American dollars. I think it's likely that we will absolutely see very sophisticated, immersive, and realistic hand and finger tracking devices like this within our lifetimes, even offering significant haptic feedback, because with a lot of technology it starts off initially extremely expensive, and after a generation or so slowly becomes more affordable as supply chains open up and they become more accessible to consumer markets. Definitely, it will take some time, but we will absolutely see this crazy sci-fi tech become more available over the next couple of decades. AR tech lately has been exploding in popularity over the last few years, and really where it seems like it has found its niche in the market is in enterprise endeavors where it can offer practical solutions and enhancements to normal everyday products. One area we see this rapidly evolving in is the automotive industry, and as someone who used to work professionally in the automotive industry, it's actually really not that surprising. In fact, it seems like it's exactly one of the industries industries that could benefit from AR tech the most. You see, when I used to work for Audi, this was back in 2017 or so, there were a number of vehicles that already had limited and primitive AR tech equipped. It sounds silly, but actually almost every modern vehicle that has come out over the last 5 or so years has some level of primitive AR technology included. You see this most commonly in HUDs, or heads-up displays, above instrument clusters and with active safety systems. Though it's no HoloLens advertisement, it is effectively a limited and very basic form of augmented reality. Holographic AR company WAYRAY recently released a video showcasing its true AR HUD in action on actual roads with a real car. WAYRAY coins this program the Deep Reality Display, showcasing its ability to display a variety of useful sensory information to the driver, show vehicle speeds, offer turn-by-turn directions, and time to the established destination. This looks wicked cool and is a perfect example of how XR tech has so many wide and varied uses outside of the video game and entertainment spaces, and in my humble opinion, an awesome display for how this technology will help countless people in the future. And now it's time for this week's THICC SNACC. When digging through for VR news this week, I stumbled across this video from BBC, which historically doesn't have a very fond view of virtual reality and has posted numerous falsehoods about it in the past. However, this video shows aged and matured people who grew up in the club and rave scene in the 80s and 90s re-experiencing it for their very first time in a long time, but inside of VR. And it was actually genuinely moving and a just really wholesome video to watch. Hearing these people talk so emotionally about reliving their youth and experiencing some of the best times of their life again, seeing grown adults moved almost to tears, it was just really, really cool. And I think it's yet another testament to why I think XR tech has the ability to resonate with so many people across so many different cultures, backgrounds, and religions. And now, back to the news. So, Mojo Vision is a company that I've had my eye on for a while now. The fascinating company behind the augmented reality contact lenses I have covered on this channel before, aptly classified as smart contacts. Well, just this week they publicly announced they have completed yet another prototype, and I have to say, this tech is really starting to look very, very promising. It isn't complete yet, so I still expect there to be new prototypes and improvements, but its list of classifications currently are still nothing to scoff at. The new Mojo Vision Smart Contact Lens, as explained by Mojo, will advance invisible computing, or the act of computing, only when information is both available and needed simultaneously. This eyes-up experience allows users to access timely information quickly and discreetly without forcing them to look down at a screen or lose focus on the people and the world around them. While Mojo states currently their primary target is in the enterprise space, mainly focused on high-performance oriented athletes, it can also be used to enhance the quality of life for people with seeing disabilities or permanent eye damage. Alright, so Meta has been really busy doing a lot of stuff lately. We know they've been having a bunch of issues over the last couple of weeks with quests getting bricked, getting factory reset, and a litany of other problems, and it appears as if Meta has solved the majority of these issues. Additionally, they rolled out a new update and are making pushes to change how the Quest 2 records content. This should slot a massive win for anyone in the content creation space using a Quest 2 right now to record gameplay footage for any reason, and even in my opinion, the everyday user who may just want to clip something or grab a recording to share with their friends. Specifically, Meta is aiming to upgrade their built-in capture system so that users will no longer be forced into a 1:1 aspect ratio, which is already a really difficult ratio to resize into traditional video ratios, and will no longer be hard-locked into a mediocre 30 FPS rating. Now, this doesn't mean that it was impossible to change already, but the fact is that most Quest users looking to record their gameplay don't understand how to properly use Android ADB commands to efficiently rescale, resize, and re-FPS eyes their recording. And even as a regular index user, it seems ridiculous to me that Meta wouldn't have made this ability a bit more accessible to begin with. I guess better late than never, right? Meta says that they are aiming for May for this update to roll out. Staying on topic with Meta, it looks like a tweet popped up recently showing the very first Meta Quest 2 packaging with a proper Meta logo on it instead of the OG Oculus logo. Now, it's important to note no one has been able to confirm the authenticity of this picture yet, with the original tweet owner not offering a response. However, this is perfectly in line with Meta's strategy since originally announcing their name change back in October of last year during Connect 2021. They rebranded on Twitter and Facebook already, finally updated the loading sequence of Quest 2s to show the Meta logo, so it's not that much of a stretch to think that it won't really be that long before we start seeing the new Meta logo on Quest unit boxes. I know myself and a lot of the VR community think rebranding Oculus to Meta was a bad idea, and there's a lot of controversy and memes surrounding it, but I suppose only time will tell whether it was the right move or not. And finally, I wasn't really sure how I wanted to do this originally, and after some thinking, I figured it'd be best to reach as much of my audience with this as possible. This week I made a community post on my channel sort of discussing where I lie with this channel and the direction that I want to take it, and where I stand in my professional life. I want to start by saying I really do genuinely love all of my regular viewers. I couldn't have done any of this without you, and I appreciate the support and shared passion for VR that you have all shared with me. But I am pivoting away from VR gaming in general to try and focus more on VR and XR news, information, technology, and building culture in the VR and XR spaces. To that end, I am really excited for some of the videos and content I have planned for you all, and I hope that you will all continue to join me on this ride of sharing this just absolutely incredible VR technology with the world. With that being said, I am also looking to work professionally full-time in the VR and XR space now. What exactly this will entail, I don't actually know yet. I'm just sort of trying to figure this out as I go, and I'm doing the best that I can currently. I do have some prospects that I am working on that I am very much hoping will pan out, though I'm not going to list anything specific or name drop anyone until things are absolutely and unequivocally 100% finalized. But rest assured, the second I can confirm anything, you will all be the first to know. With that being said, I am still exploring my options and nothing is final right now. So if you are hiring in the VR and XR spaces or know someone who is, please reach out to me at my business email, gramsy93@gmail.com. You can also DM me on Twitter at Gramsy7, or if you hop in my Discord server, shoot me a friend request and we can talk. And that's it. Sorry for the personal bit there, but it was long overdue and felt it directly needed to be addressed. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Be sure to leave a comment down below to let me know what you think about these stories and to let me know what stories you would like to see covered for the following week. Remember to hit the like button if you thought this video was informative, subscribe if you want to see more of it next week, and hit that friggin' notification bell. You just can't stand missing out on these oh so sweet, dummy thick VR news clips. Until next time, Gramsy.